What's going on, everybody? So I haven't had a lot to do. I've been kind of pulling my hair out, so I'm getting my little trailer that pulls behind the car ready. I want y'all to see this thing. Stick with me and watch it. So here it is, guys. It don't look like a lot. I just got done pressure washing it because I got this last year and I just did a quick paint job on it with some cheap paint, and as you can tell, it kind of didn't stick the best, so I'm gonna wash it, repaint it. But this was an old camper. Some of the older generation might know what this was, but it was a pop-up that had some kind of canopies on it and all kinds of stuff. If you look, it's got little SS tail lights and stuff on it from like a circle track car. I'm gonna open this thing up and show you why I use it. As you can tell, it's quite small. If you look, I mean, it's light. I mean, it don't weigh nothing. Anybody can move this little trailer, which is one of the main reasons I like it. So let me get it opened up and I'll show y'all how it all functions. And if you look, before we do that, I want you to pay attention to these. There's a reason, oh sorry, these. There's a reason these are on there. And I'll show you why here in just a minute. So there it is, guys. Look at if you look, I mean, look how wide this thing opens up. So when it's sitting anywhere, most of the time we'll have a grill that stays in there. We'll use this as a giant table. We'll have an overhang over it. Most of the time I don't have the top all the way open. I have these old bars right here. Hold on, plane. Sorry guys, plane. But normally I don't have the top all the way open. Usually I leave it half covered at an angle. I'll put that up here in a minute and show you how I do it. But it uses these bars, and what these bars used to be, and you see a bunch of them in here, was the old camper shell. So it had like a net, or not a net, but like a regular tent that went over the bars, and then what you would do is you would sleep on this side and that side, and it probably worked really well. So my neighbor across the street got it in for scrap one day, and I really wanted it for this reason, because it's so light I could pull behind the car. Now granted, we've been talking about Midwest Drag Week and all these other drag weeks and stuff I want to do. This trailer is great. Would it work? Possibly. Problem is, I want to haul more stuff with me than what this thing's going to hold, because the one downfall of this little trailer is the sides right here are too short. I can fit a spare in there for the car, because all this stuff is still from last year. So if you see, there's a brand new starter. I've got one of the two coolers. My grill is not in there. My canopy's not in there. But you can tell there's fluids, trans fluid. One of the smaller toolboxes that I keep some little stuff in, and it's not exactly watertight anymore, but that's okay. Anything I put in there isn't going to hurt. So it works really well, but unfortunately it's not tall enough on the sides, and I could cut the sides off and rebuild them out of aluminum, have somebody build me new sides that are taller. The problem with that is the way the axle is designed. If you look under there, it's under the body of it. And yeah, I could go in there and extend the axle out, put bigger tires on it so it's more stable. Because when you start stacking a bunch of weight in this, it's not going to be that stable. So what I'm going to do this year, it's got new tires on it already from last year. I'm going to rewire this, repaint it. But let me show you how I normally run it, and you'll see why I use it. So I kind of got it up how we usually run it. I'm going to build new poles this year to run this at a lot lower, or some kind of brackets. But we normally run it like that, and what we'll do is we'll leave this up and put it on whatever side of our canopy, you know, one of the little pop-up canopies, and we'll use it to block the sun on us. Because you know, those pop-up canopies, usually depending on the time of day, there's always sun. And the good thing is this is so light I can move it around. So it's got this little leg in the front that pops right off. We're going to rewire this with lights. It's going to get repainted, and it's got hooks down here to tie stuff down. There was, I don't know if they're still in it. Need to paint the underside of it too. But it's got these also that go on the end of the legs to sit on any kind of ground so it don't sink in. But really guys, that's about it. So I'm gonna do some stuff to it. Right now with not having my car, I'm kind of running out of stuff to do. It keeps raining and stuff. So I pressure washed this today. My goal is to paint it tomorrow and then possibly start redoing it for this year. So the main thing I'm going to use this for is like local shows, places that are close, possibly LS Fest because it's right in Bowling Green, which is only about an hour and a half from the house. But I usually use this for local stuff, and I'll take certain parts with me, but not a whole lot. I'll probably throw the spare turbo, wastegate and stuff in there. I keep a spare starter in there, spare alternator. So that's really about it. Like I said, I'll show you more as we do some little things to it. I think I'm gonna end up building a tarp that comes down off the top, because if we run a tarp, it keep everything dry. But last year at LS Fest, if any of you guys were there, it rained, and it rained a lot. And we actually used this as a table inside of our canopy and used the outside wall right here to keep the rain out from us. So it made it a lot nicer. We still got wet, but we didn't get drenched like a lot of people. So that's pretty much it. It's a small trailer. A lot of guys, you guys could do it too, but it pretty much hauls everything I want. It closes up. I can put it to the side and I don't have to worry about it. So guys, let's get back to the car though for a minute. The car, Steve has been killing it on. If you go to my Instagram, you'll see a lot of the pictures he sent me. We're so close to it being done, wiring wise, and getting it back home. I'm hoping in the next 2 days it's here. I'm kind of getting bored without it. I'm getting anxious because I want to work on it. So I've got all my fuel fittings, I think, besides 2. I've got the turbo feed and drains finally came in. The only thing I don't have is transcooler lines right now. I think I've got the line. I'm gonna have to order 4 fittings because they're a certain kind of braided line, MPTF or whatever it is. It's got that plastic inside of it for higher pressure. So I'm gonna have to do that. But that should be it, and we'll have the car back soon. So guys, I'm gonna put a link in the description for AMP Motorsport Solutions, so you guys can go over there and see the car a little bit. If you want something done by Steve, contact him on there. But if you just look at his work on my car, you'll see why I took it to him and why he does my stuff for me, because there ain't nobody else I would trust, because I mean it's just professional all the way around. So guys, with that, like, subscribe. One more thing real quick. I'm considering changing the name of the channel. I want your all's opinion. If you are having a hard time finding the channel, or if you had a hard time, let me know. I know there's another G-Body Garage, but it's Classic G-Body Garage. But it seems like some people have a hard time finding the channel. I hope that's not the case. I hope I can leave it like this. I probably will be starting a Facebook page. Unfortunately, it can't be G-Body Garage because there's already another one. But I'll probably start one. It's Monty Guy 90, which has been kind of a name of mine for years now. As you can tell by all the Monte Carlos, normally that's all I have. Guys, I appreciate it. Like, subscribe. Have a good one. Send me some pictures of y'all's builds. If you have any questions on your build, please contact me. Either on here, Facebook, Instagram. I don't care. Just contact me. I'll try my best to help you out. If you're really having problems, I'll even give you a call and we can talk and see if I can help you through it. But guys, with that, like, subscribe. We'll see you later.